So his question is, if I could shed some light on Mantra Prayoga, which means the application of mantra. That according to him, it's a topic I've not touched too much upon in my books. I've sort of been a little elusive about it. Sometimes we think that excessive repetition of a mantra will give me the siddhi of that mantra. There is some truth to this statement, but not completely. It's not the full truth. It's not the complete truth. It's like somewhere having a meal, eating, whereby the quality of the food is going to determine if you're going to take a second helping or not, or if you're going to miss that food, or if that food is going to leave an imprint on your mind, or it's going to be an entirely forgettable experience. But what's equally important is also the quantity of that food. If it's going to make you, if it's going to leave you with a feeling of fullness. So before a mantra can be applied, we have to accumulate the energy of that mantra, which is done by way of Purushcharana. Something I've not been elusive about at all in my books. So when we invoke the energy of the mantra, when we keep on accumulating that energy, there comes a moment that you actually become one with that mantra. When that happens, you are then in a position whereby you are able to take that energy that you've accumulated and use it towards some end. Now imagine for a moment you have a bank account and every month you make a deposit. You make a deposit of 5,000 rupees. And then you keep doing that for 10 years. Now every year you deposit 60 grand, and let's say you are earning 10% interest. So in 10 years compounded, it's going to be something phenomenal. More than 10 lakhs. 9,60,000 in absolute interest, and compounding will be much more. Now, if after 10 years you wish to use those funds, you can. Now imagine that every month the bank also charges a fee of 1,000 rupees, for argument's sake, for maintaining your SIP or whatever. Which means in 10 years you've also lost 1.2 lakhs, 120,000, there's a fee. But imagine you are only depositing 100 rupees per month. And the bank is charging minimum fee of 50 rupees per month. Not much will be left in your account after 10 years. So when we do sadhana, when we do purushcharan, we accumulate the energy of the mantra. There are ad hoc deposits you can make in your spiritual account. And there are ad hoc withdrawals that happen naturally based on the actions. Deceiving somebody, telling lies, coveting, and not maintaining a truthful life, a righteous life, or not having virtuous conduct are all ad hoc withdrawals from that account. You think I'm chanting my mantra like anything and I'm accumulating the energy, but all those withdrawals are happening. But all those withdrawals are happening. It's like you are depositing, but your family members have that ATM card and they say, this is for emergency fund. And clearly, I want to go on that holiday. It's quite an emergency. So I'm going to make a withdrawal. And those withdrawals keep on happening. And that is one of the reasons why most people are not really able to benefit from the power of mantras, because they are chanting, they're also even initiated, but they've forgotten the very basis of it all. The most foundational aspect of leading your life a certain way so that those deposits can flourish and grow and gain interest and grow even more, so that one day when you need it the most, you're able to make that drawdown. If you look at the life of Gandhari from Mahabharata, it's not that she chanted a mantra, right? She just kept her eyes covered. She did sadhana of a different kind. She did that tapas. And she only had one chance to deploy all that energy. And the moment she did that, because it was for a selfish reason, and it was to protect somebody who was on the wrong path, it worked, but it didn't work. As you know, everybody knows that story. Krishna met Duryodhana. Gandhari thought, I'm going to take my veil off, the blindfold off my eyes, and I'm going to look at Duryodhana, and his whole body will be hard as diamond, indestructible Vajra. Krishna met him on the way to Duryodhana and said, look, you're such a grown-up man. Are you really going to go like this in front of your mother? At least cover your privates. And Duryodhana thought, oh, okay, makes sense. So she couldn't really use the energy of all that she had accumulated. And then whatever little was left, she used that to curse Krishna, saying, everybody from your clan will perish. And Krishna started smiling and laughing, and he said, look, it's strange. I didn't even lift my chakra, my discus, or a bow, or any kind of weapon throughout the battle, the war of Mahabharata. I even went as a messenger of peace. I tried hard, my hardest, to broker peace between two conflicting sides. Nobody was prepared to listen. And you curse me? It's okay, he said. All of this was bound to happen anyway, but you have used all your energy. So when we talk about Mantra Prayoga, in a nutshell, it is the ability to utilize the energy you've accumulated over a period of time to do some good. And the only way to do that is to abide by the principles of invocation of mantra while you're doing the Purushcharana, and to lead as purified a life as possible, so that you are plugging in any holes that may be there when you are accumulating the energy of that mantra. And then also something amazing happens. You know, when you invest in stocks, for example, if you invest in good stocks, if you got good portfolio, good shares, even when you are not selling your shares, you still get this dividend every now and then. Exactly the same thing happens with mantras as well. So you're accumulating the energy, the power of mantras, you're invoking them, and somewhere along the line, every now and then, there's going to be a dividend payment that'll just show up in your account. It's magical. All that I have received in my life, and it is so much in abundance that I don't even know what to do with it. On all fronts. Material, spiritual, physical, every which way you can imagine. I don't even know what to do with it. So much in abundance. And the most amazing thing is, I've never asked for it. I've never worked for wealth thinking, oh, I want to build wealth, that's why I want to build something. Those are just dividend payments of mantras. Those are dividend payments from Divine Mother. They just show up. Something or the other works out, it continues to accumulate. And that is really the height of mantra science, not what I just said, but what I'm going to say now. That you forge such an astounding, strong, amazing, unshakable, indestructible, eternal, unconditional bond with your object of faith, with your deity, that no words need exchanging anymore. You really don't need to ask that, can I have this or can I have that? It will just show up. The world will not understand it. On the contrary, they will even judge you. Oh, you're still living a certain way. How come? But you don't know how to answer them. You just woke up one morning and you pick your phone, ding, there's a notification, and you say, oh, a deposit. Okay. I wasn't expecting. Your stocks are still intact. Your term deposits are still intact. They are gaining in value, in fact, if anything. But in addition, you get these surprises. So one of the most beautiful things of a mantra prayoga, application of a mantra, is if you have really done it right, you almost will never run into a situation where you actually have to apply it. Elon Musk may start another company and involve some VCs to be a part of that venture, but not because he needs the money, just because he would like to spread some risk. So your spiritual wealth grows so much that doing an application would be like taking a loan against what you already have in terms of your assets. Such a position, such a situation should almost never arise even to begin with. I hope I answered your question very candidly.